Hey everyone, and welcome back to Joy at Work. I hope you're doing really good, enjoying the spring or summer. If you're in my part of the world or wherever you are, just having a great time. It's Friday, May 21, 2021. So 5/21/21 sounds pretty cool. So today I want to talk about legacy, and the context for this is really I took some time off this week, or at least I tried to, and I've spent some time reading and reflecting and just ruminating over a number of things, and I began to think about legacy and this idea that all of us leave a legacy. I mean, we simply do, and especially in the workplace, everybody leaves a legacy. So the question is really not about will you leave a legacy or not? It's what's the legacy you've left behind, or what legacy are you leading or leaving or developing or growing? Because we all are. So if you think about it, that you're leaving footprints in the sand for others to follow or to watch or to comment on, it maybe changes the way you show up. Now, if you don't care about your legacy at work, your legacy in life, then you really don't care about what you do. But if you care about your legacy, then you put some more intention into what you do. Now, here's where it gets actually very interesting, at least for me as I thought about it, right? It's one of those things where if you're so focused on leaving a certain kind of legacy, you probably don't leave that legacy. It's like happiness or joy are things that we don't uh, achieve directly. We get to them through other means. If you've read the book Obliquity, then you know what I'm talking about. Some of the things we care about most in life are achieved or attained through side means, not directly. And so it's the same thing with legacy. You really can't say, I'm just going to work on my legacy per se. What you really have to do is shape your legacy by how you interact and and engage with people, especially in the workplace. How you show people kindness, how you support them, what you say, what you don't say, how you show up. All those things determine your legacy. This week, I've been listening a lot to Margaret Wheatley. You might know her. She's pretty popular in the systems thinking and leadership area. She's written a number of books, but was listening to a few of her YouTube presentations this week, and one of the as I was reflecting on legacy, I was struck by the fact that she continually stresses this point that the reason why we do things, the reasons why we should do what we do, should be largely driven not by applause or boos, because there are a number of things you might do and people might boo you for them. I actually talk about that in my upcoming book, but because it's the right thing to do. Now, right in this world, in this postmodern age, is actually can be very, very subjective, and I'll leave that for another day. But generally speaking, we all know what the right things to do for others are. Because these are often things we would want done for ourselves. And I'm not talking about here the golden rule. You've probably heard about the platinum rule, which is paraphrased, really just focus on meeting the needs of others, if I were just going to paraphrase that rule. And so, when you think about the legacy that you're going to leave behind, or stated a little bit differently, remember that we're always leaving a legacy. We're always leaving a footprint, and we're going to have missteps. We're going to make mistakes. No one's perfect, but we are what we consistently do. How we consistently show up is who we are. And so, as you think about this idea of legacy, be a little bit more attentional in the workplace and life in general. But when it comes back to work, think about what you're leaving people with. When they think about you, when they reflect on you, when they talk about their experience with you, what are they going to say? If you don't care, of course, then you don't pay attention to it. But if you do care, and if you want to leave a legacy that inspires others, then you'll be very thoughtful about how you show up at work. So, legacy, show up at work and do things because treat people well, treat people nice because it's the right thing to do. I'll see you next time. Bye.